Ooh, the chairs are cold.
Oh my God, my tushy is like I'm sitting on an ice cube.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good morning, everybody.
Cheers.
Happy Saturday.
We're dressed like this. We're just celebrating National Red Day. We're freezing.
It's chilly.
It's chilly, but it's not cold enough to where you can see our breath yet.
Nope.
It was
43.
Oh, see, I just checked mine. It said it was 36.
No, this is, I just refreshed it. So.
Kind of refreshing to be out here.
Beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful.
Yes, you are.
No.
I gotta rack those points up because uh-oh. Did you see that?
Yes. Chipmunk up on the tires.
I think he was up on the axle because I have the bottom of our rig completely sealed except for the air conditioner. Our air conditioner's on underneath, you know, but you can't get up inside to the bay, the bottom, or anything like that. It's completely sealed off. There's no cracks or crevices. I have shoved, what's the, steel wool up in anything like that, and I check it almost daily just to make sure they haven't pulled it out. That little varmint came right off, I think, one of the axles.
Yeah.
Came back down like this.
Yep.
Crazy drunk chipmunks.
They're so cute. They're so cute, though.
And we're still trying to get video of the weasel.
We haven't seen it in a couple days,
Yeah.
so.
We got the pictures that we put up on last week's Throw Up Thursday of our weasel, the little baby weasel.
So
But
tiny.
I want to try to get video of him because he just moves so dang fast.
We
I
have
mean,
to have 5 cameras set up everywhere.
he's like Speedy Gonzales.
Yep. Pretty funny to watch, but we haven't seen it in a while, so maybe he moved along. Figured he's just not big enough to eat the food that's around here.
I got my gloves on.
Yep. Well, Saturday morning after we talked with you all
Last week.
last week, yeah.
Yeah.
This is this Saturday.
Oh.
Last Saturday.
Okay.
Last Saturday morning. My sister Judy and her husband Kurt came up, and Judy and Kurt is where we stay for when we're home.
That's
our home address.
our legal domicile
Yep.
address.
So they came up to visit because we haven't been able to go see them. With our days off being Monday, Tuesday, they're both at work. So we hadn't been able to see them. The only time really is for them to come up here and visit us, you know, in between us working. And then my mom and my aunt came up. They had gone to visit their aunt in on the other side of the mountain near Sacramento. And then Tom and Kurt went to the store and got some kebabs to grill up.
Got
and
some chicken
salad
kebabs, beef
and
kebabs, and some shrimps.
and
Big
chicken.
shrimps, not big shrimp.
Big shrimp.
Large shrimps. No, that doesn't work either.
Prawns.
Yeah, we got some big ground crawlers.
Ew. Cockroaches of the ocean.
And we actually cooked them on the grill behind us.
Yeah.
And
Some
got
charcoal.
got a bag of charcoal, lit that bag up, and man, that was good.
Yeah, so we had a nice visit with them for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, I left that blank. It's like we just didn't.
I think we just cleaned, checked
Yeah.
tags through the campground, cleaned maybe a site or two, and
Yeah.
really didn't do much.
No,
It was
because
kind
it
of
was the 3-day weekend, so people were still here and they
Yeah.
didn't leave, so we really didn't have a whole lot to do on last Sunday.
kind of just a kickback day for us.
Yeah, there's a few that left
Yeah.
on Sunday, but most of them were leaving Monday. And Monday's generally our day off, but
We jumped in and worked a couple hours just to
Yeah.
clean the sites, help the ranger out since he's here by himself on a holiday.
that, and we really didn't want, you know, the vacant sites, because people just come and take a site, and we didn't want them to be left all a mess from the people before them.
Yeah.
So we got in there and we cleaned probably half the sites, I think.
Yeah.
About half of them.
And it only took a couple hours.
It took us a couple hours to get that all cleaned up. And then, But in the morning, we went for a little drive. We wanted to go
Oh
check
yeah, we
out,
went and looked at other campgrounds in the area, because a lot of folks will come here, and if we're sold out, we're totally packed in. They'll say, well, do you know any other campgrounds? And it's like, well, we know a few names, but we've never been by them. So we drove what I call a big loop. We went down, if you look at it up on a map, we went south on 267 to 28, I think it is. It goes around North Lake Tahoe, back to 89 north, and then came back through Truckee. And we saw 3 campgrounds, and we stopped in at one, met the camp hosts.
Oh, those poor camp hosts.
What was the name of the campground? Silver
Creek. Yeah.
Campground. It's a
Silver
national forest campground.
Yeah, there's like 3 of them in a row. I mean, one's another mile up, and then the next one's another mile up, or something like that. They're 3 in a row on the east side of the 89,
and they're all
south of Truckee.
Dry camping like our campground, and they're tiny.
But this poor couple, they had actually been camping there, and somehow they were approached, or maybe they talked to a ranger there or something, and they were asked if they would like to camp host. So they said, sure. And they had never camp hosted before.
Guy says, here's the keys to the cart, go for it.
Yeah, good luck.
And that's how they started.
Yeah, no training. There were no other hosts there to train them.
And it's not that you need a lot of training to do this kind of thing, but it helps for someone to give you a guide and let you know exactly what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do it,
and
when
they deal
you're
with
supposed to do it.
reservations too. So they're
not having a good time
had
at all.
to deal with that, and then people are just jerks. And if you're not prepared to deal with that, if you're a regular camper and all you see your fellow, or you see your fellow campers, and normally everything's like, okay, fine, everything's great. But then when you have to deal with all the other jerks that you're not ready for, so they're having troubles.
Yeah, they're not having a good time at all.
No, we
feel
felt
sorry,
really bad for them.
Feel sorry for them.
Yeah,
and there was nothing we could do except listen to them and let them vent, which they did.
They did,
and it's like, okay, gotta go now.
It was like, okay, we get it. We've been there.
Sorry.
Yep.
Dang, that's a good coffee this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Mr. Coffee Pot did a good job.
Yes, it did. So we didn't stop into the other 2 campgrounds after we stopped in that one.
They were all the same.
The traffic was really, really bad leaving the lake.
It was bumper to
heading
bumper.
Up to Interstate 80.
80 westbound out of Reno after a holiday weekend is generally bumper to bumper for people getting back to the Bay Area and Sacramento, and even on the west side of the Sierra. And I mean, it was at a standstill a lot of places, which was causing a backup on 267 and a backup on 89, both of these around Truckee.
If you watched our throughout Thursday, then you saw our little bit of
the line of cars.
The line of cars going up 267, and Tom was like, well, we're not going that way. Well, we ended up getting stuck in that kind of traffic on the other side of Truckee anyway.
Got stuck. But hey, it's not like we had any place to go or anything to do.
We weren't in a hurry. So, well, we did. We had to come back here and clean. But that wasn't
not
in
a
a
biggie.
hurry.
Not a biggie at all. We're just not in a hurry at all anymore.
Generally, nope.
As David Lee Murphy and Kenny Chesney say, everything's going to be all right.
You don't need to rush, yeah. And then Tuesday, our day off, for once we didn't go to Reno.
No, we just kind of kicked back here, didn't do much. I did some work on the computer with a couple of the stations.
I did some work too.
You did some work for Wendy and your sister. But outside of that, we just kind of sat around, did nothing. It was a nothing day, really, and that was nice.
Yeah, I think I sat on the floor and was sorting pictures.
Still sorting all those pictures. And yes, you're going to see the pictures at some point.
Oh, yeah. We promised you, especially little Tommy. Yes.
You get to see those pictures. They're coming.
We'll show some little Lori pictures, too. I came across
moly.
some. But,
where do you see her in her cheerleading outfit?
Rah, rah.
Rah, rah, rah.
Oh, now I have to find that one again.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, so we didn't Tuesday was just kind of hang around the house and finally get some stuff done around here.
And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, kind of same thing every day. You know, we just did campground stuff. We cleaned, did our deep clean on the bathrooms in here, which wasn't very deep at all this time. For some reason, even after a Labor Day weekend, you'd think they'd be really crappy bathrooms, but they weren't.
Yeah, we're just so used to
not bad at all
what we went through before.
Yeah.
So
it was like zip zip, hosed them down, scrubbed them out, and we were done.
Yeah, and then and last Thursday's video, we showed you our little micro trash bags, the little Ziploc baggie that has all the little bits and scraps of crap people leave, you know, just throw it on the ground. And the micro trash bag just from Labor Day weekend was almost as big as the one for the previous 5 weeks of us camp posting. It was like, wow.
Pretty crazy.
We'll be giving those to the ranger. I'm sure that'll be a good topic for one of his talks.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then we went and had, after we ate dinner, we went to a site here in the campground.
Yeah, with Bob and Linda.
They are two dipsticks.
They're hysterical. Oh my gosh. And they also invited one of the other fellow campers. His name is Leon. He is a super duper nice guy. And so the three of us were just cracking up at these two. They are hysterical.
I use dipsticks because they call each other dipsticks.
Yeah, dipsticks.
Amongst many other names that we just not going to get into right here. They are so funny.
They're so funny.
Oh my goodness.
And the stories that they have, especially Bob's got lots of stories.
Crazy.
They have a little propane camp stove, a little fire pit, and we sat around that and just laughed, and it was pretty fun. So there are really good things about camp hosting too, because you meet some awesome people.
That's right.
Awesome people.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday?
Yesterday I started tearing. I don't want to say tearing the roof off this sucker, but
that's quite drastic to what you really did.
Yesterday on our rig, I started tearing the roof off this sucker. Actually, I pulled up the back seal that goes along the back, that holds the back on, the seal along the top, you know, and I just ripped up all the sealant that was there, cleaned it. He
very carefully took off all of the old Dicor and seals and redid them.
I just tore the roof off this sucker, and I got some video on that. It'll be on the next throw up Thursday. But I did that. I put new Dicor down, self-leveling Dicor, and then on the side of the rig, I just put regular Dicor that's not self-leveling, and just looking up at the corner, looks pretty dang good. I did something right. Well, we'll find out the first rain.
Yikes.
We need to have towels ready just in case.
Well, luckily we have plenty of towels.
But today I want to go up and I'm going to finish it. And then I'm going to do part of... I already did part of the front. I did that yesterday first. I did the little... There's a couple little places on the roof itself. And when we bought it, there were patches, and so I pulled that Dicor up off of the patches and put fresh Dicor down around that. So
it's a good idea to do that every couple of years, probably.
Yeah, I'd say at the most every 2 years. You really should reseal everything.
Or at least double check all of your seals, because little tiny cracks, or if the Dicor is just lifting up a little bit, water can still roll in underneath that. And
I hear you.
Come over here.
I'm hungry too. I'll be squawking here in another few minutes.
Jay's hollering because I didn't put any seed in the feeder over there. I did in the one behind us, but I didn't put any in over there. Now they're talking to each other, because there's another one across the street that's hollering back at this one.
Stellar jays.
They're so beautiful.
God, those birds
are so pretty.
Incredible. Get the sun on them just right, and they glow and glisten.
Glisten, yeah.
Kind of like your hair, the grayness in the moonlight.
Yeah. Moonlight, heck.
Yes, I know.
Can you see him in the tree?
I doubt it. Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh my goodness.
What Noisy.
Squawk, squawk.
Yep.
But anyway, and then you were sorting pictures while I was up on the roof doing that.
Yeah. Trying to get those sorted so that I can at least pick out a good portion of them to scan in. I probably won't scan in every single picture, but I want to get a good chunk of them done. And then actually, excuse me. He's trying to upstage us. The other day we went around the whole Corps of Engineers area because our ranger was off, and so we kind of went to go check garbages and everything in the other areas besides the campground. And at one of them, the one that's over by the airport where the the gliders
Glider
soar,
pilots.
where they go into the trash can over there, had a big bag of trash in it. So we took that out, and there was a big old pizza box in it. It was like, oh man, pizza sounds good.
Not that we got it out of there and we're looking for crumbs. It's just like,
just clicked the idea that pizza sounded good.
We haven't had real pizza in a while. So she looks up Pizza Hut. There's no Pizza Hut in the area.
We like Pizza Hut. We know exactly what we want from
we
there.
started scrolling through, and it's like, well, here's this one, here's this one, here's this one. Let's go to this one. Look, it's right up the road from us. Oh, look, it's at North Star at Tahoe, which is one of the major ski resorts here. So we decided to go up there. It's Rubicon? Rubicon Pizza.
Yep. And the ski resorts around the Nevada, California area are open year-round, basically, because there's all kinds of other things that you can do with them. People go hiking. They have the bike races, like we talked about, that we've had a lot of people stay here for.
Plus, you can take a ride up and down the trams on a lot of them, just to get up to the top of the mountain and view the area.
Yeah, or a lot of times they have a restaurant up at the top that you can ride the tram up, and they're just really cool places, and they have shops, and restaurants, and there's another big event up there. Is it Food and Wine or something?
Food and Wine or something like that going on this weekend at North Star.
Yeah, but we
so we go walking into North Star, and I read the sign. It said, "Oh, look, there's a big event, Food and Wine, going on this weekend." Lori's like, "Oh yeah, that's nice." And then we're walking out with our pizza, and they've got little pop-up tents sit along the side of the walkways and things like that. And she goes,
tables all around.
She goes, "Oh my gosh, I guess they're going to have some kind of event here this weekend." Hello, McFly. Anybody in there, McFly?
Think, McFly.
Think, McFly. Think.
Yeah, I just totally didn't even click because
she had pizza.
Thinking about this pizza that
she
was smelling so good in my hand.
Yeah. Oh, look, they're having an event. Okay, let's go eat.
And it was very good pizza, and you had some pretty good wings, and they have garlic cheese bread.
Oh my gosh, it was good.
It was pretty good. It was pretty expensive, but we've kind of spread it out over a few.
Hey, it's worth it. Once in a while, it's worth it, right? You plan these things out. Everything's going to be all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that, and we kind of split it up, so it covered a few meals instead of just...
Got a few meals out of it, and you amortize those few meals out, and it doesn't cost near as much as you thought it did.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my hat, and my Aaron Watson hat.
Aaron Watson, yep. Honky Tonk USA.
I love Aaron Watson.
So yesterday evening, we had finished dinner.
Yeah.
Yep. We had finished dinner, and we were watching the ball game.
Sitting around watching the Cardinals lose to the Detroit Tigers. Oh my God! Really? But anyway, we were watching that game.
And we saw somebody pull up. A trailer pulled up, and it was
it just stopped out here.
Yeah, and the guy gets out of the truck and comes walking over, and we get that a lot. People ask if there are sites available or anything. And the guy says, "Lori," and I went, "Hi." And
I'm standing at the door, and I hear this.
I'm like, "Hi." And he says, "Hi, I'm one of your biggest fans."
And I come walking out, and I'm like, "Okay."
And then Tom comes out and goes, "Tom!" Come to find out, his name is Tim, and his gal Kathy was in the truck still.
Yeah.
And Tim especially watches us a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tim.
Tim, we love it, man.
And it was wonderful getting to meet them.
Yeah.
We went around and did rounds afterwards, after the game was done.
Boy, it was done.
We drove around, did our rounds, and then we stopped and chatted with them for a little while. And it was starting to get dark, so they're going to swing by and come and visit us later on before they leave. They're only here for one night. They kind of, I don't know if they rerouted to come by here because they're heading to the Sacramento area anyway.
I think they left Boise and they came down what we call the back way. I guess, I don't know, it's the only way for us to go, the 95 through Nevada to I-80 and then came west.
Yeah, and it goes right by here.
It goes right by here, so they stopped, and then they're on their way back down to Southern California where they live. But it was really cool getting to meet them last night.
Yep.
They're going to stop by here before they leave this morning. We're going to get some pictures.
Yeah, they wanted to be part of the studio audience. Our large studio audience
But
we have here.
Kathy kept saying, "You're not getting up at that time of the morning."
Yeah, she probably would. But I bet you...
You're still in bed when they're doing this.
They probably wanted to get up and come out here, but then they got up and went, "It's cold, I'm not going out there. It's so much nicer under these covers." So, our only studio audience are the hecklers.
Bird brains. Listen to me talk.
Oh, so we'll look forward to visiting them a little bit later.
Featherweights. Get it? Featherweights.
Oh, you think he's so funny. See, we should have had the feeder in the viewfinder, in the lens. Anyway. Monday is our oldest daughter's birthday.
Jolene.
Happy birthday
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jolene. Happy birthday to you.
And many more. Happy birthday, Jolene. Hey, Max. Show your mom this video, okay?
Yes, definitely.
Max, our grandson, he's another one of our biggest fans.
He loves to watch our videos, so go show Mommy this video.
Yes. Tell her we sang her happy birthday. Kaylee's watching us out of the window. KK! Is your coffee cold now? Or empty?
Pretty empty.
Pretty empty.
Kind of like this in here. It's pretty empty.
Yeah?
Yeah, kind of like this
So
in here.
Are you guys bored yet with us just sitting
pretty
here
empty.
and telling you, yeah, we cleaned the sites and we cleaned the bathrooms and yeah, that's about it. We didn't have very much exciting this week.
You know what? Again, like we've said on a lot of these videos, we just do this for fun. And, you know, you either subscribe and follow along with our daily routine of just our RV life.
Yep, this is a part of our RV life. So.
But we're not, you know, master RVers or anything like that. We're
not
trial and
reviewers.
Trial and error. If it don't work, we're going to try it a different way.
Yes, we're not going on any elaborate adventures. We're not doing any product reviews, not necessarily, but we do. Well, we don't really do reviews. It's like, okay, here's what we use. And
yeah, that's what we used and
yeah.
it worked. And you know what? Hey, it worked for us. It might work for you. If that's the kind of review that we end up doing, so be it. But
not very detailed
no,
about it.
Nothing like that. And we've been approached. We actually have had a couple people approach us and ask us to, do you want to review, we'd like to have you review this item, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then I dug into it. I got into the Better Business Bureau with them and started looking things up. And then I emailed them back and I said, nah, thank you. We're not interested in that. And it's just, I just don't know if I want to do that or not.
Yeah, if it's not something that we really want to use or do, I mean, like Leisure Coach Works,
that's different.
who has become our friends, basically. You know, they're thinking about sending us a few things to do video on. So and that we'll probably consider because we know them.
We know them. And we trust them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like friends, like family.
Yeah.
Which is what John wants, you know. Yeah. And seriously, it's like talking to someone in your family when you talk to anybody at Leisure Coach Works. Yeah. So. It's just totally different.
Yeah,
But
that's what they say there is, you know, we treat you like family, and they do. They do. They go out of their way to make sure that you're comfortable and that things get fixed right. And yeah, you're clanking your ice cubes. I hear it.
it's a cold morning, boy. Some nice eggs would be good this morning, too, instead of that.
Now you get
Great. Klingon food. Gok.
We hope everyone has a wonderful Saturday, a wonderful weekend, and a wonderful week.
Yep.
Thank
Click the
you
bell.
again so much for watching and subscribing and
Yep.
using our Amazon link. And coming to see us, Tim
Yes.
and Kathy.
Appreciate it, you guys.
We appreciate everyone that watches.
Yes, we
Thank
really
you
do.
so very much. See ya. You want strawberry, peach, banana, or blueberry?
I didn't know eggs came in flavors like that.